Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Jalsa Salana, the annual convention of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community here in the United Kingdom, where faith, fellowship and food all come together in harmony. Today, we will give you an exciting glimpse into a new process that will elevate the culinary experience of the attendees coming to the Jalsa Salana. Let's go have a look. So the aim is that every year here at Jalsa Salana, we try to improve that guest experience. The people who come from all far and wide to attend this blessed Jalsa Salana. I'm on my way to see Nasser Khan Saib, who is the Afsar Jalsa Salana, to find out a little bit more about where this idea of farm to feast actually originated from.
Almost every innovation at Jalsa, anything new that you see in Jalsa, it emanates from Khalifatul Masih. Everything that you see, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that almost all the new ideas, all the new things, all the challenges that we take on that we think we can't do, we can't manage, they all started with Huzur Anwar. And as the Jalsa has grown over the years, that demand has increased, those problems have increased, where we've had a delay in supplies and we've not been able to cook the food in time. So because the quantity has gone up to such an extent, that meat needs to be of a certain standard. When the Jalsa was announced and the appointments were made, as one of the first instructions, as said when I went in for Mulaqat, as mentioned that the meat over the years has consistently got worse as far as he was concerned, and we should improve on it. And so I said, whatever you say we'll do. He said, well, you need to start your own butchery. We need to have our own supplies. You should buy your own sheep, and you should get them slaughtered, and you should cut the meat. And Hazur, I said, this is almost 100,000 kg for this year, probably more. So Hazur, I don't think we can do it. He said, no, you'll do it. Go investigate and go and find out. So then I called the team together. I said, this is what Hazur's. So they all literally put up their hands. They said, this is impossible. Next Mulaqat, he said, use one of the barns and convert them. Now that's adding another element of a challenge to it, what was already a difficult task, that you now have to convert this barn into a high-tech butchery, where we could get the council's satisfaction with the standard of the finish. So again, I went back to Azur. The team feels that it's too much of a challenge for us, and could we be allowed to just have some meat bought from outside sources, and some we'll do ourselves. Azur says, no, you can do it all. I'll pray for you. You go and do it. You'll do it, inshallah. So I came back, and then that was it. We just didn't look back then. By the grace of Allah, the site was completed. And Azur had absolutely no doubt from day one that it would happen. 750 sheep over 3 days will be brought here. The carcasses will be brought here, and we'll be doing the cutting into slices of all the meat.
So now that we know that this idea was the idea of a beloved Huzur, Ayyadullah Ta'ala ibn Aziz, let's see if we can go to the butchery and get a sneak peek what is actually happening behind the scenes.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
So how are you?
Nice to meet you. Can I please request you to put your hairnet on, as well as putting the white coat on?
All right. I always wanted to have one of these. This is too small. Oh, yeah, we got it. So this is my first question is, I see quite a lot of meat here right now, but I know that this is just a very, very tiny portion of what is going to be consumed over in these 3 days of Jalsa. What's the numbers that we're looking at?
So inshallah, over the 3 days, we will be preparing 12,000 kgs meat.
Wow.
That's almost 12 tons.
And where does that come from?
So we have got 2 different slaughterhouses who we have contracted with, and they will be delivering this meat over the period of 5 days.
How many pots of aloo gosht are we looking at?
Inshallah, we will be preparing over 600 plus pots of aloo.
That is amazing. So that's just the preparation here, the butchery. How big is that team that will cut 12,000 kgs of meat?
We have 18 team members. They are all professional qualified butchers. You can see a few of them behind us who are working away.
Meat comes, I believe this is the first station.
The first station.
So it comes here. I see Barsab got the half carcass in front of him.
Barsab is basically spreading the ribs from the legs and shoulder, and then he will hand it over to the next department where they will be clearing the meat, removing the fat from the meat, And then they've got bone saw machine where he will be working away and cutting the bones,
And then all the way to the packaging on that side, doesn't it?
boxing the meat into 16 kg per box.
So you knew I was going to ask you if I can have a try. Where are you going to put me?
So let me ask Zafar Saab to quickly give you a quick intro.
बताएं क्या मैं करूँगा?
अपने होल्ड करनी नाइफ प्रॉपर्ली,
ठीक है.
ऐसे आपका
ऐसे.
ऊपर होना चाहिए
Okay.
और आपका जो हाथ है वो ड्राई हो,
Dry है.
उसको चर्बी वगैरह ना लगी हो।
Okay. ये
ये
मेरे
जो फैट है ये आगे को हम चलाएंगे, नाइफ जितनी भी है।
ठीक है. अच्छा. Oh, okay. Now here comes the big piece now.
Yeah.
So where do I start?
Start from here, all the way
हाँ.
down, like this.
अच्छा. Oh wow.
और जो नाइफ आपने चलानी थोड़ी लंबी चलानी है ऐसे।
लंबी चलानी है. ठीक है.
तो जितनी लंबी चलाएं उतना ज़्यादा सफाई आएगी।
तो ये इसको यहाँ पे.
ये फैट है
अच्छा.
सारी।
बताते
माशाल्लाह, वेरी
जाएं.
गुड,
हैं?
वेरी गुड।
ठीक है कि नहीं? तो ये आपको किस तरह पता है कि कौन सा हिस्सा उतारना कौन सा नहीं? सारा
ये-
स्प्रे तो नहीं ना उतर सकता?
ये फैट है
अच्छा.
और ये सारे ये सारी फैट है। मैक्सिमम जो फैट है वो उतार देते हैं। नीचे से मीट नज़र आना चाहिए।
नीचे से मीट नजर आना चाहिए. That's gonna take a lot more practice than this, isn't it?
You will butcher within a couple of days.
Couple of days.
Yeah.
Zakir Zafar Saab for teaching me the basics of how to cut this piece of meat. And as you've just heard, 12,000 kgs of meat is going to be cut over these 3 days of Jalsa Salana. Certainly not an easy task, but these 18 brothers here, the team, this wonderful team at the butchery is going to do an amazing job, inshallah. Now that I've seen how it's actually made, you didn't really think I was going to leave without actually tasting it.
Allahumma ma'u, Allahumma ma'u, Allahumma 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 Allahumma